Go right ahead, record it.
I'm recording right now. But it's like, take Inuyasha for instance, right? His brother Sesshomaru is a dick and a half, and I should not like love him the way I do. But I'd be like, anytime he on screen, I'd be like, oh, he about to give me something. I'm like, go ahead. But it's creepy.
It's proof, fellas, that girls like the bad boys.
Facts. But that don't mean I don't like Inuyasha neither. You feel me?
He's a horrible nigga too.
No, he not. Inuyasha might be the sweetest thing since sliced bread.
Lies.
Okay.
Lies. I'm gonna take a wild guess.
But I've seen some of it. And
all you need to know is the characters. If you know the characters, you ain't got to see all of it.
No, I know the story. So like I've seen I kind of went to sleep on it and kept going to sleep on it. So I kind of know things.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the person Lou is talking about for Jujutsu Kaisen is Gojo, isn't it?
Baby.
Sure. It's okay. I'll get
do it. Every girl. Every girl that loves that show loves that dude.
Listen though. Gojo, Sukuna, Yuji, Fushiguro, shit. What's his name? Nanami?
Gesundheit.
Yep. Nanami's the realest thing.
With the little glasses, I was like, oh.
Nanami's the realest thing in the show because of the fact that he openly states, I don't got time for this. I get off at 6 o'clock. I'm not gonna be late to get off work. Like, hurry the fuck up.
I'm telling you, like, it's so much.
Anime be the best, bro. No, anime be the best with the thirst traps, because anime got thirst traps, whether you like boys, whether you like girls, whether you like boys that look like girls, whether you like girls that's a little strong. Like, they got their base, they don't have a baseline. Like, they are very like open to whatever, because I be liking the dudes that's like be like this kind of feminine looking. I be like, why am I attracted to you though? I be like,
exactly. Like, okay, so like Gojo is sort of feminine, and he has white hair and he has blue eyes.
Listen, anybody with white hair can get it in anime.
But they're beautiful. Listen, no, wait, listen.
That's how you start the episode off, right there.
White hair and white eyelashes.
Listen, anybody blue eyes. I'm dying. Anybody with white hair in anime can get it. For some reason, it's like the animators take their time with those characters. You be like, why are they drawn
it's
so?
It's a few white haired people in that show, and it's not like, I don't think they're like a race or something, but they just have a couple people have white hair. There's like one of the villains has white hair, another villain has like periwinkle kind of hair, and then like
don't give me purple hair. I'm out the game.
It's periwinkle. It's very
it's a light. That was my dress.
A light
blue, my dress for prom was periwinkle. That was cute.
It do something for me. I'd be like, oh, I feel it. I feel it right here.
There's a character in that show that's pretty much like everyone that's part of the squad. Like, I would say Zero is more like Megumi, and Kayos, and Lugo laugh at this. Kayos is like Toto.
Oh my God.
She's like spot on.
My best friend though.
Yo, if Kayos watches this episode, this is gonna be the second anime he ever watches in his life. He gonna be like, I gotta go watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, he
is. But see, I really in my soul, I feel like I'm Yuji and Sukuna.
Let's see if he agrees.
You're 1000% Sukuna. I can see you as Sukuna. I am either one of two people. I'm either the boy that don't speak, or I'm Panda.
You are Panda. You're Panda because you're extremely smart, and we all hate you. I'm just kidding. Like, he be like annoying people and stuff like that, and like everybody be yelling at him, and that reminds me of you so much.
Always annoying. He's like, dog, this is what we should do. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's totally you. You are Panda. That's you for sure. Absolutely.
Panda is not a panda. But hello everyone. This is the what kind of black nerdcast is this? This is episode 57. I know we went on a stupid long tangent, and I am not going to edit that out because that is hilariousness. Welcome. My name is JayTezla. I host the last episode which with the Trace Amigos, which by the way is supposed to be Trey Amigos. That's the insider joke.
It's supposed to be Trace. You ain't got to tell
me. It's supposed to no.
That's a joke. They need to know that it's Trace.
Anyway,
it's Trace.
Anyway,
I mean, but it's not like Trace.
Yes, I am JayTezla. Happy to have you guys here again. Of course, I am with the lovely ladies of the podcast. I am with a cup of Lao, aka a cup of Lou and La.
Ooh, wow.
First off, I know I butcher that every time, and I butcher it on purpose. So first off, I'm going to introduce the first person of the podcast, ladies first, of course. I'm going to introduce the first lady of what kind of Black Nerdcast this, the girl, the Marvel, La.
I was like the Black.
All right. Hi, everybody. I've been watching a lot of Simpsons.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I'm watching a lot of Simpsons. But hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. As always, I like to put this in the beginning. I always forget this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. We would greatly enjoy those likes and those comments. They help boost our page. So if you are a viewer, show some love so that we can start getting monetized and all that jazz. But thanks for joining us. Hopefully we got some good content for you guys today.
Yes. And the second person I'm going to introduce, last but certainly not least, is she Black or Asian? Lou.
She more Black.
But also Asian.
There she is.
So sorry, before we get, so yeah, why are we not surprised? The water wet. Before we begin the episode, I do want to do one tiny little thing. We've gone this whole month, and I'm ashamed to even say this. We've gone this whole month, this whole Women's Empowerment History Month, and we have not given props to the ladies of what kind of Black Nerdcast is this. I want to say personally, thank you both for being part of this podcast. Thank you both for putting up with my bullshit, for putting up with Kayos' bullshit, for putting up with Zero's bullshit, putting up with the Trace Amigos bullshit. You two ladies are amazing. You seriously, everyone who's watching this and listening to this, follow these two ladies. They are some of the best nerd commentators on just anything you want to talk about. They've been on my channel. I've been on their channel. I haven't been on Lou's channel for some reason. She hates me. I don't know why. But
I don't have a channel yet.
you have an IG. But
you want to go on with makeup?
I talk about anything.
Honestly, a dope episode would be about makeup and anime that y'all can talk about. Because I'm pretty sure you could talk about.
We'll talk about this off camera, but yeah, we got something to talk about. I was actually gonna say it at the end. Way to give away my shit at the end.
Let me get
right. That's your homie, no less. But
I'll talk about you.
Exactly. Get it together.
Anyway, see, this is what I'm talking about. I be getting on their nerves all the time, but they put up with my shit. They keep me in line, and I have become a better podcaster, better YouTuber, better person because two people are in my life. Aww. So I want to give a shout out to them and all the women out there that are doing the same thing for the gentlemen in their life and for people in their life. Because without women, we would not be here. So we're going to start off with some good things to talk about.
One thing though. I will say I want to apologize to every woman out there because this was wasn't this like Women's International or Month or something like that, Women's Month or something like that, and we could have did a great show about women across the board in Marvel and DC, and we kind of dropped the ball, and we didn't do that.
Well, no, we still the public of an after show, so let's not say we can't do that.
But I'm just saying it would have been the impact probably would have been better within women.
Yeah, for sure.
Is what I'm saying. So I just want to throw out like a missed opportunity there, but hopefully we can make up for it sometime this year. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So first thing we're gonna talk about, because we're not gonna talk about Snyder Cut until these two ladies have seen it, which we know Lou is never gonna watch that movie. Thank God. I actually owe Lou an apology on air. Lou, I am sorry for on my channel saying you should watch that movie.
Ooh. We all know that Sir Tezla does not apologize.
I was about to
say, I don't apologize for much.
Like record this. Save this.
It's recorded.
I don't apologize for much.
And I got a copy for all time.
I can back myself out of a corner.
For all time.
I sat there was like, I owe Lou an apology. Yeah, I'll hold an apology. But we're gonna start off with some news. It's not really sad news, but it's kind of unfortunate. Both Mortal Kombat and Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage got pushed back a week. Venom 2 got pushed back to September 23rd, and surprisingly, and Mortal Kombat got pushed back a full week as well to April 23rd. I don't know why the movies got pushed back exactly. There hasn't been a clear reason as to why they got pushed back, but for the movies are both done. How do you all feel about them getting pushed back or delays still happening in this year, no less?
I'm just happy it's not pushed back to like 2024 or something. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if you push it back a week. I'm not gonna be mad if you push it back a few months, as long as it's coming out sometime this year, because we haven't had a lot of stuff be pushed back and pushed back years. Like, oh, we gotta wait years to get this. As long as it's pushed back a couple of weeks, I'm good. But I'm still kind of confused on why it's pushed back, because I could have swore MK's supposed to come out on not only in theaters but also on HBO Max, right?
Yeah. So
my question is, what's with the pushback? Only thing I can think of is they're trying to figure out what theaters to release them in, because I know all theaters are open, so it's like maybe they're trying to get more bang for their buck that way. Same thing with Venom, maybe. I don't know.
Venom, I don't know why they got that. I think Venom got pushed back so it doesn't compete with certain movies. But I think the reason, and this is just me, probably not like be just reaching for anything out there. The UFC has been doing a very big job of promoting Mortal Kombat during their fights. Like the past 3 fights they've had, they've been promoting the movie. They have a big card happening that same weekend. It's going to be with a crowd. So I would not be surprised if that's why they're pushing it back, and they're going to drop the movie on a Friday, have the fight happen on Saturday, and people can go see it on Sunday. So I can kind of see why you do it that way, but even still, it doesn't make sense, because that next weekend is the NFL draft. So why would you push that movie back a week when your core demographic is going to be at home watching the draft? It doesn't make sense.
Is that the core demographic though?
That 18 to 35 range is probably going to be watching the draft.
Oh, okay.
So, but again, it's a huge card that weekend. It's a three title fight card. So I can see them pushing it back to that weekend. That makes sense. But that still doesn't correlate why you move a whole movie back a full week, especially when every movie you've done, short of DC movies, have been successful for your HBO Max service. Godzilla vs. Kong just came out today. Been pretty successful. Every movie you've done has been pretty good, except for Wonder Woman and Snyder Cut.
I love how the WB can push back stuff, but they couldn't give Snyder a chance to just go deal with his family troubles and then come back and finish his movie. But anyway, Lou, how do you feel about MK and Venom 2?
I actually feel the exact same way you do. Like, a week, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been told that something was gonna come out, and it's been like, oh, it's gonna come out next month. It's gonna come out in the summer.
Disney Plus Black Widow.
Exactly. So, yep. So I'm good with a week. That's cool. That ain't even news. You ain't even need to tell me.
I also don't get. I hate to bring up delays. I don't get why Black Widow got pushed back to the 9th of July.
I don't care. As long as
it's coming out this year, right?
As long as I can push play on that bitch, because I'm dying. Like, I am tired.
I'm telling you
of the disrespect. Like, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. But at least we have something to hold us over.
Exactly, because she should have had a movie, honestly, before Captain Marvel did. But I'm not even. That's a whole tangent. I can go on somewhere else. But I've been waiting. But then part of me is like, this is where my brain comes into play, where I mess my own self up. I'm so excited for Black Widow that I think I'm going to ruin it for me, because I'm so excited for it that when it comes out, I'm gonna be like, so this is what I was waiting for. Like, I'll be so mad. Like, if it doesn't if it's not up to my standards, like if it's not up, because when I saw the trailer for the first time, I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. Scarlett needed her vehicle. This is what I need.
She should have been had it.
I agree.
Because she can carry a movie, and we've seen it multiple times. Mm-hmm. And this is such a beloved character, and she's so fucking good at it.
Yeah. But is she? So the question I've had for Black Widow, Scarlett is not signed to any movies after this, is she?
I think her contract is up. I think her contract
this is the last one. Okay.
But I mean,
okay. I hope the movie is good. I think the movie is going to be good. I've had friends that don't think it will be, but I think the movie is going to be great.
But
it's going to be good. Marvel hasn't really done us wrong yet. Not for real.
I mean, not for real. Even the movie.
Inhumans?
No, but stop. But even the movies. I'm talking about movies.
I don't count that.
Even the movies. Oh. Even the movies that people like that aren't people's favorite in the MCU are still decent compared to like other
the Thor movies.
Listen, the only Thor movie I didn't like was Ragnarok, and everybody be on my head about that. I didn't care for Ragnarok.
I just said the Thor movies because everybody bring that up, but
they do.
I actually thought they were okay. Like I was like, it didn't feel like a filler to me. I got my story about. I got to see, Chris Hemsworth the whole time. Like,
right? Who mad about that?
Right? Like, I'm not mad about it. And so, I just progressed the story. So
it did, but that's my thing, though, right? People always talk about like, oh, it's trash. Like Thor 2 is trash, and that's okay to say that it's trash if that's how you feel. But it progressed Loki's story. Like you wouldn't have some Loki stuff without that movie. You know, what I mean?
It progressed WandaVision because
exactly,
like we wouldn't have Darcy.
Exactly.
So I want to bring up something that someone pointed out to me on TikTok, and I think I shared it with TikTok. Yes, on TikTok. I think I shared it with both of y'all. They're using the Disney Plus series to retroactively make their bad movies good.
You sent me that video, I think.
You sent WandaVision. Say it again. Say again.
They're using the Disney Plus series to retroactively make their movies good.
Yeah.
Like think about WandaVision.
Smart.
Exactly. WandaVision made Age of Ultron good. I don't know what Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to make good because the Cap series was pretty damn good altogether. But Loki is going to probably make Thor: The Dark World a good movie.
Here's the thing.
I don't think it's a bad movie.
I don't think it's a bad movie. But here's my thing with this. I don't even think Age of Ultron was a bad movie. Like it might not have been like the best
but it was still,
Avengers movie, but it was still a good movie. Like I'll be looking at it.
I think the reason Thor: The Dark World gets such a bad rap is because coming off of what we saw in the first Thor movie, it felt like a letdown.
Not to me, but I get what you're saying though. But not to me.
It was darker, but it was supposed to be darker in tone. Like,
yeah, it was.
It was supposed to be darker. It was supposed to be more slow. Like, I mean, like that's kind of the tone that they were trying to set.
And because then the third one was just Guardians of the Galaxy, bright and happy. And I was just like, what are we?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they did all of those movies correctly. I didn't feel like anything was really out of place. Now there were some movies where I was like, it's like, okay, I probably won't watch this again unless I have to, unless I'm going through all of them again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go back. Like, I'll always watch Avengers. You know what I'm saying? I'll always watch Endgame. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, there are a few movies where you're just like, I seen it. I know it. It's cool. Yeah. Exactly.
But to me, I didn't like Ragnarok because I felt like they let Chris Hemsworth be Chris Hemsworth so much that he was no longer Thor. That's the only reason I didn't like it. And plus, they had like some slapstick comedy that I didn't particularly like when he threw the thing at the wall and it hit him back. Like he tried to break out and he threw the ball at the glass and it hit him again. I was just like, I'm like, you a whole god. You should have been able to eat that. Like.
But see, I understand why. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like anything. Like, and we know this from just knowing movies. Nothing is put into a movie unless there's a reason. So it's like, it's supposed to be showing that he's like falling off. I get it, but I do understand what you're saying. So I feel the same way.
Some stuff
I feel like they only did things like that in Thor movies. They only did because they kind of like use Thor movies as like a temperature gauge.
They be like, is this good? Can we do this? Can we? Yeah. I get what you're saying. The only thing about Thor Ragnarok that I actually like was Hela because I like Kate Blanchett. I think whatever you throw her in a wig, she about to put in some work, like whatever she is. Cate Blanchett is dope, and I like the fact that we got Thor without the hammer. Like we saw that his power, because everybody thought that his power came from the hammer, and it didn't. It just helps focus it, and plus, so it was. There's elements. To me, Thor 3 is like the first Suicide Squad. It has elements. It has elements that I like.
So going forward, let's switch it up to speaking of Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad to a segue. The Suicide Squad new trailer.
Like with some red sauce and some wine.
A segue, freshly cooked.
I'm dying.
In a fiery stove oven out of Italy.
Where the Tres Amigos when you need them?
I still don't like that name. I don't like it.
We so worldwide.
I know, right?
Yes, right. International, baby. The Suicide Squad trailer was released this week. The red band trailer for James Gunn's Suicide Squad was done.
Right.
And I want to know you all stuff before I go into it, because I have thoughts on this trailer.
We've been talking this whole time. They want to hear you talk.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We'll come after
this trailer helped me wash the taste of Snyder Cut out of my head.
I'm dying.
As I said last episode, I did not like Snyder Cut. I thought Snyder Cut was arguably the worst thing DC has done so far, and it's only proven me right after what's going on with Godzilla vs. Kong, with Snyder cult, not cut, cult fans are now bombarding the Rotten Tomatoes pages of Godzilla vs. Kong and basically giving it 1 out of 10 stars, saying it's a horrible movie because they're not getting Snyderverse back. James Gunn's version of Suicide Squad, it feels like I'm watching Guardians but in DC, and that's fine. Seeing Idris Elba be funny is going to be funny for me. Seeing John Cena as an anti-hero, but he's funny as fuck, is going to be great.
John Cena is actually a really good actor.
Right. And
he actually is.
I think what they're going to do with this movie is going to be really, really good. I like the trailer. I really did. I think the trailer was good. I'm hoping it's not bad. But then again, James Gunn hasn't disappointed me yet. The trailer does unfortunately show the second showing of Starro in a DC film, because he was in Snyder Cut. So, and that I hate that they gave that away, but other than that, it was pretty good. As the movie says, don't get attached to anybody because he will kill them off. I kind of wish Marvel would give James Gunn this kind of control with the Guardians, because
I bet they have.
If you just told me, if you told me like in the next one, Rocky gets killed off in the first 5 minutes, I'd be like, oh shit, okay, bet I'm here.
Nobody's gonna tell you that. Nobody's gonna tell you. And if it did happen, then nobody's gonna tell you that. It's Marvel. They secrets got secrets.
Yeah, they secrets got bases.
What you think, Lou? What you think of the trailer?
I thought it was fun. I'm like actually excited to see it.
Hold on, wait. Lou's excited for a DC movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Okay. Record that shit too.
Oh, we got all this for posterity. Cut it off. Feel me? She can't never be like, I'm never excited for DC. Oh, rewind.
But I could be excited, but they usually disappoint me. So
Wonder Woman 84.
Snyder Cut.
See, I haven't even watched either of those, so I'm not gonna do that to myself.
I high key want to be high watching Lou watching either Snyder Cut or Wonder Woman 84 or both. Because my thoughts on Suicide Squad was I didn't see it as a red band trailer. That looked like any other regular trailer. That's it. And I clicked the Warner Brothers red band trailer. I was like, oh, y'all making it red band because King Shark ate somebody, and he said like dicks on a beach. Like I was like, is this it? Like I was like, okay, I've seen better red band trailers.
I mean, to be fair, Mortal Kombat trailer was more red band.
To me, that was a true to form red band. Sausage Party, red band trailer. Like this just seemed like a PG-13 trailer and like real shit. I really don't know how to feel about this movie because it honestly feels like a continuation of the first Suicide Squad, but just like maybe years later with new people.
It's a soft reboot.
It sort of felt like that a little bit.
I mean, but I wouldn't even call it a reboot because you got a lot of the other ones that was back. Like you got Viola, Margot, Joel, what's his name? Jay. Like you have some people that are back that you've seen in the first one, but it's like, oh, okay, it's been years. The Suicide Squad have been established because dude was like, oh, so this is the Suicide Squad people been talking about. Okay, so they've been doing this for a minute, which to me is just like continuing the first one, but just like maybe doing some edits, some retconning somewhere and being like, but the trailer really didn't give me nothing, but it gave me something. And I was just like, okay, it felt very Guardians of the Suicide Squad. Like because James Gunn has a tone, right? He's like a Tim Burton. He's like a Tim Burton in his field, right? Like a Tim Burton tone.
Yeah, damn, that's a good analogy.
Thank you, sir. When you watch a movie, you like, yo, is this Tim Burton? And even if it's not his movie, he produced that bitch because it has a certain
or someone someone who studied under him
so it's like a certain tone. And to me, because Guardians of the Galaxy was like the vehicle that made people pay attention to James Gunn, they want that Guardians feel, and that's what this trailer gave me. And I don't know if I want my Marvel sauce sprinkled on DC shit. So
they need it, I'm saying
no, they don't. DC has a catalog that's amazing. They just kept rushing and don't know what to do. The MCU started off with a director that people knew, like Jon Favreau. Like they know he was an actor, director. And then you got new people. You got you threw in a Ryan Coogler. You threw in some people that people didn't know about. Kenneth Branagh, like he is a director, but who knew he could direct on this scale? He directed the first Thor, like stuff like that. But DC was just like, let's figure it out.
They was like, let's just drop it and we'll just continue as we go.
Exactly. Like you didn't plan nothing.
And to be fair, Ryan Coogler was a backup. He was not the first choice. The original choice for Black Panther was supposed to be Ava DuVernay. She was like, well, I don't really agree with Marvel's idea how they want to run series, so I'm going to back off. And she suggested Ryan Coogler, and they picked him up. And
that's still okay. But still, my point is you gave the reins to somebody that's new. They could have easily been like, Ava didn't want to do it. Okay, let's find somebody else that's got a bigger name than Ryan Coogler. But no, you saw that this was a young man, pretty much the same age as your king in Black Panther, and you gave it a chance, and now dude got like a five picture deal with them now,
including the Wakinda series,
exactly.
Which we're gonna have, which we have to cover, and we have to live react those episodes because it's part of the name. Like it behooves us not to cover that.
We have to figure that out. Like for real, we gotta get all about that.
But speaking of series, and speaking of things that are coming soon, Ghost of Tsushima. Now, this is a game that last year we watched the podcast.
You killed me. I thought you was going to go the other way, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima, or Tsushima for us Americans, was a game that I was hyping up all last year before it came out. I was talking about that game
in New York. It was good.
You are so dumb. It looked good too.
I want some Japanese food, so thanks. But it was a game I was hyping up all last year. Played the game. I live streamed my first couple hours of playing the game.
Man, he beat that game in a week. He was like, I'm done. I'm like, bro, savor it.
You know what's funny? I reviewed it. I still have not beat the final level. Okay. I refuse to. Someone spoiled the final level for me, and it's so beautiful. I don't want to look at it. Like I don't want to like you know how you play a game and like emotionally you don't want to go to that place again.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
But the third act of that game is one of the saddest acts. Like I'm not gonna go into the full spoilers of what happens, but
I mean, I know what happens, but
Sucker Punch does. Yes, but people don't have to play it again. Sucker Punch did an amazing job story-wise. But again,
that is a beautiful game. Like, and it looks even better on the PS5 on like a 4K TV. Oh my god, it's like you can see like the glitter in the in the leaves as you're going. Like, it's beautiful.
Before we get to our main topic of the story, my friend actually has a PS5 and brought it over to the studio and had me play it. But the first time I played Astro's Playroom and Call of Duty.
Aren't they amazing?
Oh my god, that controller is everything.
Oh my god. You know when you start Astro and you do the little tutorial in the beginning, I was like, whoa.
Like, okay, I'm holding a PS4 controller. To feel the tension of pulling back the L2 and R2 button on a PS5, gamers, if you have not picked up this system or even touched one, it is life-changing. When they start doing games like Horizon Forbidden West, anything else they're coming out with, Assassin's Creed that involves arrows or whatever else. Ghost of Tsushima, I heard Ghost of Tsushima is amazing on that system. But
it is. It's beautiful.
This controller alone is worth the price of admission. The games are pretty much the same from PS4 to PS5. But the controller and the feel of it and the look of these games are worth every penny.
The look of just like the games are, you can tell like it's almost like they took the game and they made it just a little bit more sharp and a little bit more clear on the PS5, and then like a little bit more of the detail is like visible. It's like the little stuff that it's almost like being far away from something and then being up close to it and really seeing everything. Like, that's how it is. Like, it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful on PS5.
But to go into our main story, Ghost of Tsushima, a game that we were talking about last year, a game that was game of the year for a lot of people, is getting a live action movie made by Sony, which is something we didn't expect. No one expected this game to get a movie this quickly. For it to be only out for a year, people are talking about a movie. It hasn't even gotten a sequel yet, which it definitely deserves to have a sequel for this game.
Yeah.
I'm very shocked this movie is even being made. Like Last of Us, I kind of saw. Last of Us, it ties into the whole Walking Dead craze and things of that nature. I saw that getting a movie. Horizon or Killzone were my next two things that are probably going to end up getting made, because Horizon is a coming of age story. You can tell you can put that on Apple TV and it sells. Killzone is just a war show, and that could go on HBO like today and be perfectly fine. Something like Detroit Become Human could have been a movie before Ghost of Tsushima.
Would have been an interesting movie.
God of War. God of War, there's a movie. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. Yes. Who would you pick to play like any of the characters? Because I don't think I could come up with anybody for real who I would want
to play Kratos. Are we talking old man Kratos or young Kratos?
Both, and also his son.
Okay, young Kratos, I don't know. Old man Kratos, I would go with someone unexpected. It has to be someone that's so left field.
Would you make it an older person, or would you make it someone younger and then age them with makeup or something?
I would make it someone middle-aged. I would make it someone that could still, if it was Josh Brolin, I could see that. If you told me Josh Brolin was playing Kratos, like old man Kratos, I could see it. Especially after his role as Thanos, I can kind of see it. Because
but you need somebody to be like kind of. Well, I guess he's able. I don't know. He seems too old for me.
And I need someone that doesn't have an accent either. You can't have an accent, because if they have a heavy
accent.
You
can change your accent.
Can we get somebody that we have never seen before play Kratos?
Yeah. The boy has to be someone brand new. It cannot be someone that's a well seasoned actor.
Now we all know the boy gonna be Timothy Chalamet. Like we all know.
No, God no, no.
See, I think, but sometimes I feel like
have him as Robin than ever
I feel like Hollywood is so lazy for the most part. Like, and I get it, it's money, right? So you go pick what you feel is a sure thing to front your movies, but I really feel like if they would have just picked some new people every now and again, like, and not like the same people, right? Because when they cast like new people, you'd be like, oh, so and so look just like them. Like, so it's still like you picking the people you want to pick, but just like another version of them. You know? Like I need the casting to be better. For who?
You know what would be good? And it will kind of be a callback to the series. What is the actor that was in Living Single?
Kyle Barker?
Kyle. He was the original voice for the old Kratos.
What's his name? T.C. Carson? Yeah.
T.C. Carson. He was the original voice for Kratos.
Mm-hmm. Sure was. Oh, you mad? See, she be hating.
You didn't know that?
She be hating. No, she just was like, how I know like the person's name like that. She be hating.
Yeah. So no, anyway. He will be great to play old Kratos, and the guy who voiced what's the stranger or Boar. He was in Justified, and he looks just like his character. So I will bring him back as his character for the old for
what I feel like they need to do, right? They need to go ahead and give me Avatar vibes. You feel me? And like James Cameron Avatar vibes where like you could just paint somebody over the people, right?
Oh, you know what? You scared me for a second because I definitely thought you meant Shamalama Ding Dong.
No, like, if I would, no, we're not gonna.
What?
I ain't say Last Airbender. I just said that would talk. Okay. No, you need to give me James Cameron Avatar vibes where you can put motion capture on people and then make them who you want them to be. So TC Carson can be Kratos, you know what I'm saying? Like he can be, or at least a double can be his body for some other stuff, and then he can be like Kratos walking around or however it is. You can paint somebody over them that way, or it's still like, and it's very still like, what is that movie? James Cameron did this movie too. What is the movie with old girl? She a robot, and then she, what is it? Start with A. A what? Alita, because the girl. They took old girl's face and like molded her and mapped it, right? And they made her kind of look like Alita, but then she still kind of like herself. So I feel like you can still do that with like God of War characters or something like that, because most of the time you're not going to find anybody that looks exactly like the comic book counterpart or the game counterpart, because people were, as much as people love Chris Evans as Captain America, and we all know how I feel about him. People were so mad. They were like, his body looks nothing like his comic book counterpart, he's so big and Chris Evans is so small. And I was like, did you really think he was going to get that big? Like, really? So I feel like this is a meeting of those worlds. We could do that.
I will say I know we kind of completely tangent off of the idea of Ghost of Tsushima. We'll get back to in a second.
I don't even know.
God of War is going to be something that they're not going to take. They aren't going to take lightly. God of War is their biggest series. They ruined people. They ruined
what's my little thing with the Assassin's Creed? They ruined Assassin's Creed.
No, that was Ubisoft, and Ubisoft is actually.
I know they still ruin Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Oh God. Ubisoft is actually doing Assassin's Creed for Netflix, and they're actually taking full charge of actually doing it this time.
I'm gonna need them to do that because I need my Assassin's Creed. Let me do it. I'm telling you.
Before all that, I need a full Assassin's Creed game that actually has a woman in charge. But God forbid. But yeah, but going back to Ghost of Tsushima having a movie, I think it's a great idea, but I have one simple request when it comes to that movie.
What?
It better have an all Japanese cast, and it better not be in English. I want this movie in Japanese. I need subtitles.
So you know that's not gonna happen.
Bullshit. More
I think it's gonna be a mix of English and Japanese. That's what
it might. Oh, you know what would be dope if they did it in like a Tarantino style.
Honestly,
that would be dope.
I would prefer. I was literally about to say something that I was gonna immediately take it back because I was about to be like, it'd be dope if Tarantino like directed this, but part of me was like, no. Part of me was like, no, because Tarantino has a tendency to be Tarantino a lot, and you be like,
too Tarantino,
you be like, bro, pull it
back a little bit, just a little bit,
just a hair.
Yeah, because he tends to go just a little too far. But I don't think Tarantino could do a video game movie.
But see, here's the thing though,
it would be so far off.
But he's so used to doing his own creations.
That's what I'm saying.
I would love to see him take on somebody else's stuff to see maybe not Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't think
he can.
But I think
he's too Tarantino.
He is, but I would love to see it though. I would love to see it, and that's probably why he hasn't, because he's like,
because he don't know how.
Because he's like, I got my vision, and I wanted it to be my vision. Like,
you know what else he said? He was like, and I need Samuel L. Jackson to say motherfucker in it. He's just gonna bring all his people back.
Here you go, Lou. I got you. He gonna be like, I need Sam Jackson to say motherfucker. I'm gonna need a close up of 3 women's feet, and then I need, because he always got a foot up in his video. Like, he always got a foot. Somebody's foot. He's showing somebody's foot.
He nasty.
But I want to be directed by him so bad, and that says a lot about me. But I don't care. But I dig his movie.
Because she nasty.
You feel me? What you need me to do? Show a pinky? Show a big toe? What you need? What you need? I'm here for it. But I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, and whenever the Lord deems I'm worthy for a PS5, I'll play it one day. I can wait. I have the patience of Jesus for the most part. So it looks from the video and like the clips that I've seen, it looks like a good game. So I wouldn't be surprised how dope this movie will come out. But I'm extremely with Tez. I'm gonna need like authentic Japanese, real. And if I'm being real honest, and I feel bad for saying this, and I kind of do, and I kind of know at the same time, I don't need Japanese Americans in it, because most of the time y'all are like they look very watered down to me, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. And they look complexion wise, they don't be looking the same most of the time. But I wouldn't mind it if it was all in Japanese, but that's not gonna happen.
No, I wouldn't mind it either. I wasn't saying that I disagree with anything you said. Like, it would be dope if it was in Japanese, and all of that stuff would be dope, but it's not gonna sell the way that they're gonna want it to sell.
Alienating Americans, also they make it seem like we stupid and we can't read subtitles, when most of the Americans that's gonna go watch that movie already watch anime. Yeah, watch stuff subbed and dubbed and all that type of stuff. Like, it would be dope though.
Yeah, it would.
All my whole thing is, don't hit us with another Scarlett Johansson in Ghost of what's the thing she was in, that movie she did where she was like Japanese.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. Don't hit me with another Ghost in the Shell. That's what I want. Okay, Tez, why you being all dramatic over there? Like,
I'm legitimately, I'm still stuck on the idea of Tarantino doing a fucking.
I'm dying
Ghost of Tsushima. And if it was playing in my head, like, that should be so fucking beautiful.
Wouldn't it? I told you.
It would be.
Like, if just taking the music from Ghost of Tsushima and putting it in his hands, like.
But my thing is, maybe bring him in another aspect. Maybe he's not a director. Maybe he's like a consultant, or he deals with the music or something. Like, he could put his
name on it. Could be. I don't think he could be a consultant
for the right money. I think he could.
Kind of person.
For the right money.
Here's the thing about Ghost.
Maybe
he could for the right.
Here's the thing about Ghost is they kind of did the same way they did the most recent God of War. They use real people to portray the I don't know what that was. They use real people. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna move past. Power through. They use real people to portray the characters they had in the game, and they're still around. Like, one of my favorite characters, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was the monk in the game.
I can't remember their names.
Yeah, he was a monk.
Definitely not
he's one of the best follows in the game whatsoever, but the characters in that game are so well done. They can't do everyone's side story. They're gonna have to focus on the main story of the game, and that's fine. I would love if you almost did it to where you follow Jin as a kid, see his father actually passing away, and then that builds his character going into the movie. Because the story isn't super long, but it's long to where it can be a 2-hour movie. Like if you stretch that story down into like blow by blow, it's
but
a 2-hour movie.
But like you were saying, like they would have to stick to the main game, but the side quests are so like cool too. Like I would love it if they could like figure out some way to like incorporate, you know how you have to do the swinging thing, like if they could incorporate that into it somehow, so you have to like swing and it like you have to like time it correctly, and like you have to like slice through these, what are they, logs or something?
You have to slice through these. So there's many games you get
dying
when you get 2, 3, and 4. You get 2, 3, and 4 bamboo shoots, and you have to press buttons in the correct order while the swing is coming down in order to actually go through them. The more shoots you get, the more button presses it is, and it's hard as fuck.
Well, I feel like the way you're talking about it, it sounds like that could be a training montage in which he does something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be a training montage he can do.
And the shot, and what I would love to see, because I mentioned side missions. There's a side mission we have to hunt down these like 7 or 8 Ronin that are across the map. That should be one fight scene. That shouldn't just be him going to different places to fight them. It should be like these 7 Ronin show the hell up where they ambush him and he has to fight his way out.
Again, I feel like that could be like his final like Herculean task. 12 trials.
It shouldn't be his final task, because his final task involves.
Oh well, yeah, he is a final task in the show,
I meant like
in the movie.
Like as like in his training. Like I don't think his training should be throughout the whole.
No, because he in story wise he needs to be the ghost in order to do that.
Yeah.
So you gonna
like it like
to the end?
Like no. Like it's him fighting those Ronin, tying the story of him being the ghost. It can't be before he becomes a ghost. It has to be
well, that gotta be
while
at the
he's still the ghost.
That definitely gotta be at the end then.
Nah, that could be in the middle.
I feel like that'd be a big blow for the end then. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like that could be a better show maybe though than a movie.
Yeah, it would be good as a show. Like if it was a show, I would trust it. But like movie, I'll take what I can.
I'm on the fence. About that.
But other than that, we don't have much to really cover else. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Did y'all talk about Naomi? Because I don't know much about that.
No, we didn't. We can go there a little bit, but because it's not a lot. So Ava DuVernay is, of course, if you don't know, Ava DuVernay is doing a show on the CW called Naomi, which is after the DC Comics character. So she's doing the show that character. She's doing one black character. I don't know who is doing Far Sector for HBO. She might be involved with the Green Lantern thing they're doing for HBO Max, but who knows? Naomi is a show about a young black girl in DC Comics who is an orphan, and essentially she has the Superman story. She has powers, and they're doing the story in a Superman-esque way. Like if you read the book, it's because she only has 6 chapters. It's pretty much a black Superman story. They have found their Naomi is being played by Casey Waffle, or however you say her last name. But they also they're going to have they found not only that, but they found their 3 series regulars, including Alexander Wraith, Cranston Johnson, and Camilla Moreno. Wraith is going to be playing the role of D. I won't give away who he is in the series. Cranston Johnson is playing Zumbato, which I'm surprised they actually flipped his story around. for that, and Maureen will be playing Lords, a friend who works at a vintage collectible shop.
I'm
So
just ready for some more color on the CW. That's gonna be my whole standpoint forever. Is more color, more diversity, because the CW, they lean into this like white is right, and I don't, whether they think they do or not, whether they realize they do or not, they lean into this like, if it ain't a white lead, my show ain't gonna work. And right now you got Charmed with 3 women of color that's about to get a 4th season, so like I'm gonna need them to start.
They announced this new show called Kung Fu. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it. I'm
I saw the
excited for
trailer.
it.
It looks
What
good.
is that about?
It's
Cyborg, what is that about?
It's a reimagining of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues. You remember that? So it's about a young girl, but it's more of a supernatural angle to it now. So it's about a young girl who like gets training in Kung Fu and all that kind of stuff to her like highest ability, and then she comes back home, and her home is riddled with like issues that only she can take care of, essentially. Which I'm excited for.
Iron
Because,
Fist. So Iron Fist.
Essentially, yeah, for the CW.
Yeah, but actually Asian and a woman.
And a woman. Exactly.
Okay, so let's.
This girl
brought that up.
This girl was actually on Legacies, the spinoff of the originals.
I still have not watched that show.
And her character,
I thought she looked familiar.
And her character on that show was kind of going back and forth. And I was like, she got a new gig, bro. And then I saw the trailer for this. I was like, get that bag. And then it's a black kid from Legacies who the storyline that they did for him was dumb. I was like, what's happening with him? I've been around this TV game too long to know that when somebody drops off the way he dropped off. And then
is that why you posted that thing about all my boys getting rehired? Okay.
All my boys getting rehired. So they took him, they're supposed to be a spinoff of All American. And he's supposed to be one of the people in the spinoff All American. Hopefully it lasts. I mean, I don't even watch All American, no offense to nobody, but hopefully it lasts. I just need more diversity with the CW, because I feel like the way they treat their young talent, whether it's black or white, but especially black, is very lacking. Like like, y'all should be protecting these kids.
Well, I sort of feel like they are now kind of how Disney used to be when Disney was back in the Disney Zoo days. You remember what I'm saying? Like them times, like when we were a little bit younger and we knew that, like, you know, all of these kids were like big stars, but then you hear like, oh, they're like all, you know, drug addicts, and they're all, you know, like I sort of feel like they kind of treat their kids the way that Disney and Nickelodeon kind of treated their kids in the beginning.
Yeah.
It took some years for them to get it together, but
and I get it out because the CW was like ran by white shows, the Charms and the Dawson's Creek and all that type of stuff. Even though the CW is UPN and the WB put together, and y'all took all our black shows and was like, no, nobody care about y'all.
We gonna throw all of them away.
All y'all away.
UPN, the Unemployed Negroes Network.
Yeah, for sure. So my thing was, I need more diversity, not only in front of the camera, but behind the scenes too. Because if the CW decides to tell black stories, I'm gonna need black people writing them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I totally agree. I'm glad Ava DuVernay is doing this.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that this does not affect her standing with them doing New Gods.
I doubt it,
because I need, like, if Barda is not black, where you made her look black in damn near everything you've done so far, from the animated movie to the recent comics.
Well, we gonna see, ain't we? But also, I feel like Ava gonna hold us down. I mean, there's nothing she's done with black people that she hasn't kind of like try to keep up to a certain standard or level. So like, I think she's gonna do us right.
I need Ava to do New Gods right. I need Misha Green to be given Black Canary.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. And honestly, I'm gonna be real honest about that. Black Canary, for me, she can be black or white. Personally, I would prefer if maybe she was like Afro-Latina or Asian.
Just keep it Journey. Just keep it Journey Smollett Bell.
I mean, it can stay Journey. Only thing I don't The only thing I don't want, and this might come off, I don't know how it's gonna come off, but I feel like it's very stereotypical. If everything we've seen up until now with Black Canary is a white woman, so like whether it's animation, whether it's live action, like TV show, whatever, I would like it because Black Canary is a title, just like anything else, which means that Black Canary could be of any race. I think that needs to be explored in some way.
Now you know for a fact that people are going to have an issue with that. You know, people of color can't be superheroes.
Here's the thing, though. I don't care. Still make it be so. Because what's going to have to happen is you going to have to get used to it or don't watch it. Whichever one you're going to do.
I need you all to watch the first 2 episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier and come talk to me.
Listen, I've been hearing about, TikTok has spoiled all that for me. The talks and stuff that they've had.
When that show ends,
I was like,
we gonna have a conversation.
Listen, I've been seeing the clips. I was like, I gotta get up on this because they out here talking about this real, and people can't handle it. And everybody want to be like, why it's always race? Why everybody gotta bring race into it? And that lets me know that you have never read a comic book in your life, especially a Marvel comic book, because they
are all about the Marvel part, a comic book in general. Like, how do you read something like DC and say, oh, there can't be such thing as Black superheroes? Or like people are like, oh, well, you know, there's no Black people in the Justice League.
No, I'm not talking black. I'm not talking black. I'm talking race. People get mad if they talk about race. Like, people are mad at Falcon and Winter Soldier because they're bringing up the race topic now in this show, and
it's so Black. Like, the family is so Black in the show,
right?
Like, that's a Black family. Those are Black conversations. You know what I'm saying?
People that are
by Black people,
non-people of color, because I'm on this little Marvel group on Facebook. Non-people of color are hotter than a firecracker because they like.
Please tag me in that. Ooh, I want to go out.
Because they like, I don't understand, like, why everything got to be about race. Like, who cares if he's a Black Captain America? I'm like, you not getting the point of what they're trying to do. But then that's why I'm like, you can't say that you're a Marvel fan if a race talk is an issue when everything up and throughout Marvel is a race talk in some way, shape, or form. Come on, Lou, you better talk with me, huh?
Like, people like even though it's mostly about race, it's also about, and it's shining a light on the U.S.'s ugly history with its veterans and people of color that are veterans.
People hate that. I know when it's a real topic, when people get so itchy around it, they get so like, I don't understand why. No. We don't ever talk about race during this time. We never talk about race. And then the moment somebody starts talking about something that hits home because you probably got some racist in your family, you don't want to talk about it. I just think it's funny.
My homie up. I have a homie who is a vet, and we had an hour-long conversation. Like, why? Because he watches Marvel as I do, and we had a conversation about veterans and how they're treated in people of color veterans.
Trash.
And he went through with me. He was like, "Look, bro, everything they did in that show is 1,000% accurate. Trash. If you think, and the funny thing is, if you think that's bad, the shit I could tell you in real life is so much worse." We were they break down how like Black veterans are treated, how Mexican American veterans are treated, how Middle Eastern veterans are treated, which is
crazy. It makes you not want to serve. Because why would I serve for a country that don't give two shits about me? That makes no sense. You would think at least you would put on a pedestal your veterans because they were willing to lay their life on the line. Some of them have laid their brain on the line because they don't even come back the same. And you have enough nerve that we got veterans that are homeless. We got Purple Heart awarding veterans that like living out of boxes, can't find their next meal, out here struggling with a capital struggle. And you really think that this is the greatest country? I literally just watched a girl on TikTok. She was talking about how she's a veteran because people leave them comments, them stupid comments because they think they know what they're talking about.
Is it Nika Marina?
I think that's her name. Black woman.
Black woman, kind of like fair skin.
Yeah, black woman. Yeah, so she
super loud sometimes.
Yeah, she was talking about.
Yep, that's her. I follow her too.
She was talking about how like she's not only does she know the information from back when she was in the service, but she know the information now because she got politicians that are friends that she know, and she said, I'll say it to any politician, any veteran, America's trash. It was trash then and it's trash now. I said, go ahead, sis, because it's trash, and the only people that don't think it's trash are the people that's benefiting from it.
Yeah, of course.
You don't see nothing wrong with it.
Of course. Why would you see something wrong with you getting your money? Why would you see something wrong with, you know what I'm saying? So like they don't
issue. I still get paid. What's the matter?
Right, exactly.
Like I had to explain to one of my friends about the whole, and this is kind of a light spoiler, about Bucky sleeping on the floor. I was like, why is he sleeping on the floor instead of a bed? I'm like, because military veterans aren't used to sleeping on regular beds.
Beds are too soft.
They're always in combat mode. So like sleeping in a bed like that.
Not even that. They're used to sleeping on like cots or things that are hard, or sleeping on the ground. So like sleeping on something that soft is uncomfortable and they can't sleep.
And they either say in Captain America Winter Soldier, he's like, sleeping in my bed feels like I'm sleeping in marshmallows. Mm-hmm. Like I can't go to sleep. I can't breathe. I can't do anything.
I feel like you drowning up in that way. But to end, I just want to say, because we went on a whole racial tangent, and I love those. They'll be the best. But the CW is creating their own like Powerpuff Girls TV show, and I'm okay with that because you're making it real worldish. But the only reason that I'm on board now, like I was going to watch it, but the reason why I'm on board now is because Donald Faison
is what?
It's supposed to play Professor Utonium. You hear me? I said you better.
You didn't see this? She posted it in the chat.
No, I didn't see it.
Yes, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I don't even see shit else. I don't even see a trailer. Just show me him acting stupid.
I tell you what though, he better dance once on that show. He better throw it back. He better do something.
But you know, the professor danced a couple times on that show.
I'm ready for it. And I want to know. Okay, I need to know two things. I need to know two things because I love Powerpuff Girls growing up, and I rewatch it sometimes, and I be enjoying myself. I'm 34, and I'll be enjoying myself. But I need to know two things, okay? How are they going to portray Mojo Jojo or his lineage, like if he had kids or something like that, because these are older Powerpuff Girls that's like trying to get back into the swing of things, and it's supposed to be like more real world-ish. Who gonna play Mojo Jojo, and how are they going to portray him, and who is going to play him? Because I need to know. I need Billy Porter.
You already know who's going to play him.
I need Billy Porter to play. Billy Porter to play.
Yes, it has to be Billy Porter. It can't be anything else.
You know Billy Porter's not gonna play.
I know
on that show. So, but you know who could. You know who could. Uncle Clifford. Have you watched P-Valley?
No, but I think I know who he's talking about though.
Oh yeah, Uncle Clifford from P-Valley is that bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do that.
But I just need because as a child, you don't know what they're actually portraying. When you see him, you don't, and that's why I need people to leave kids alone and let kids be kids, because for the most part they don't know. And in the moment you open their minds to that, you can't close their minds to it. So you just be quiet and let them do them. So when I was watching him, I just thought he was hilarious.
Yeah, I did too.
And then as I became like a young teen, I was like, oh, snaps. Okay. And it made it even better. So I'm so excited to see.
Yeah, it did make it better.
This is a CW show, right? This is a
CW
show, correct?
Mm-hmm. It's a CW.
Oh.
Okay, so I can't get who I want to play the mayor.
Who?
I was gonna say something stupid like Anthony Anderson, but
honestly, for the mayor, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful because of like height or anything like that. But what's my man's name on what's his name? And I know his name because he was on he was in Infinity War. He played the. They can hear you, so shush.
You mean Peter Dinklage?
Peter Dinklage. I would love Peter Dinklage to be the mayor. That'd
be hilarious.
Okay, that's fine. But I have one teeny tiny request that I want for Powerpuff Girls when they do this, and I will watch every episode if this happens. I don't gotta see her face, but I need Meg Thee Stallion to play the secretary.
Honestly, I can be down for that, and they can replay. They can like
you never see her face, but you hear the voice,
and you see her body. Yeah,
that's only if she can deliver. I don't feel like she could deliver those lines.
Honestly, but what was she really?
She don't gotta say much.
But honestly, the mayor secretary, she
barely had lines though. She was always calling the girls. She was always doing stuff for the professor. Like
barely. She was always like, "Hey girls, we need you." Like it's not that hard. If Megan can't just talk.
See, you are totally underestimating her value to this show.
I'm not underestimating. I'm not underestimating her value. I'm just saying that like nothing she was said with inflections that takes like an award-winning actress to portray.
I guess I don't know. Maybe this is just me because I don't particularly like Meg Thee Stallion's music, so maybe that's just me. Like personally, but I'm not a fan of her. I think she's gorgeous, and I love I can look at her all day. You know what I'm saying? But her music, I'm just like, oh.
So you know that she wants to be in Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
As what? What she gonna be in that?
Nerd too. She anime nerd.
You didn't see that? You didn't see what happened?
What's she gonna be in that?
So here's the funny thing. You know how in the first episode, in Toto and Eugene both bring up Jennifer Lawrence.
Is it gonna be Meg?
In the dub version, when he says, "Hey, my name is Yuji Itadori," yeah. Oh, that could be him. When Yuji Itadori introduces himself in the second episode and he bows to the headmaster, instead of him saying Jennifer Lawrence
about Jennifer Lawrence, yeah.
In the dub version, he says Meg Thee Stallion.
In the dubbed version?
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
I haven't in there.
I watch it sub. So
yeah. You fancy?
No, it's just there's more episodes sub than dubbed.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So it's funny because everyone ran with it because Toto was like, I like women with tall
big
women,
ass. You right,
big ass.
You right.
And the first brother was like, bang.
But see, that's what I never understood because they kept talking about Jennifer Lawrence, and I'm like, she don't got no ass. Oh, I went away. Sorry, I'm back. But yeah, she don't got no ass. So why is she a topic?
Exactly.
Hey, I'm not gonna blame it. Like, look, that show is arguably the blackest Japanese show ever. The fact that
it really is. And Gojo stopping everywhere and getting like souvenirs and stuff. Man, that's such a black thing.
The first outro has them quite literally coming out of a door, and one of the characters Millie rocking out the door.
I'm dying.
The other one came out was like,
I'm dying.
And then Gojo came out looking sexy.
Came out slacking, and he came out in solo uniform. He came out buttoned up
came
shirt,
out like
shirt at the bottom, unbuttoned with a white tee under it, just like
sexy as hell, being sexy.
Sexy as hell.
Gojo was funny. Gojo might be the most overpowered character in anime history, and I love every second of it.
I'm dying.
Like seriously, you're gonna love that show. You should watch it.
No, I'm gonna get on that too, but it's gonna be
my best friend though.
It's low on the total point me what I'm gonna watch. I still gotta catch up on some stuff. But all right, let's wrap up. So
let's wrap up, everyone. So Blaze, if you can give your social medias out to everyone. And
I'm first.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so so you can find me on all social media at Is She Black or Asian. I'm not going to do the other part of the announcement. I'm going to do that on my stuff first, my other stuff. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Is She Black or Asian. And you can also find me on another podcast with this lovely lady. You can actually find the link in my bio on all social medias. It has the link to this podcast, our podcast, and other things that you can find me at. Yay!
Yes. I'm dying.
Oh, I'm Lucia.
I'm so dead.
Oh wait, y'all already. That's the end. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
So I'm La, and you can find me on all social media at Black Girl Marvel. And that's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, IG, TikTok. I actually have a Twitch, but I ain't doing Nathan with it at the moment. But yeah, you can find me on all social media. At the moment, I am finishing up editing and releasing my WandaVision episodes. After that, it will be Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I will be starting on Attack on Titan and Game of Thrones and anything else people will want me to. Somebody's shocked that I said Game of Thrones. I'm going to
No, that ain't what she's shocked.
Yes,
Attack on Titan, my G.
I'm actually both. It was both actually.
I already watched the first episode and it had me messed up, and I'm only one episode.
Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan. Oh boy, I can't get through one episode of Game of Thrones. I fall asleep every time. So we're gonna try that in the AM. We're gonna try to watch that in the AM.
If you think the fuckery is good in the first episode of Attack on Titan, you ain't seen shit yet.
I know I haven't. I already know I haven't. You ain't even got to tell me that's the first episode.
And Lou,
I already know that.
When you get to season 4, this shit's about to be popping.
I already know. But yeah, you can find me on all social media. Please, I implore everybody. Like I've said this on my show already. I get about a total of like 30 views. And if all 30 of you would follow me, comment, and like, it will really help my page. Same thing here.
Go and comment and like.
Any viewers, please like, comment, and share. It really helps our pages, especially in the beginning, because we are doing this with just our monetary funds that we give from ourselves, and we would love to have this channel be something great. No copyright intended. But yeah, JayTezla. See, this is the stuff you get on my page and on here.
Yes.
Follow us.
I will say, for Attack on Titan, there is going to be a Cardi B moment in there that I love with no
I'm here
forwarding.
I'm here.
But you can follow me on all social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at JayTezla, JayTezla. Follow me on TikTok at Tezla the Great. On YouTube at JayTezla. JayTezla.nerd.wordpress.com. sportsbyjaytezla.wordpress.com. I'll be putting out my full-on review for Godzilla vs. Kong this upcoming weekend. Beat tape number 42 of year 2 is still going on, honoring the opening weekend for baseball. So that's going on right now. We're on beat number 3, 4, 4, and 5 will probably be out by the time you hear this. But yeah, follow everyone, like, comment, subscribe on everyone's channels. Follow these two ladies, give them their flowers now, please.
Oh, and my bad, I didn't say
all their flowers.
But you can follow me and Lou on a full cup with Lou and La.
Or I like to call it a full cup of Lao.
I'm done. Like we are MK.
I'm going to make a piece of artwork that just has like a small cup of like JT, and in the cup just says Lao.
I'm dying. I don't want to sip. But yeah, you can follow us on a full cup with Lou and La on YouTube.
Like the coming off the bitch, and it says a full cup.
Yes, please follow us both and follow JayTezla. Give us all that love because we love bringing this content to you.
Also, I know they aren't on here, but please follow on all their social media and their pages as well. Please follow Zero at the Red Bearded Gent and Kayos at just Team Kayos. Team Kayos. I'm like, is it Chaos or Team Chaos? Okay, it's Team
It's like, and Chaos.
Follow them as well. Follow all their social media Follow Kayos on his YouTube channel. Follow
them both on all of their social media. So the typical social media is YouTube, IG, Facebook.
Yeah. Follow all of us. You should be following us.
But this has been JayTezla and The Tezettes, and we thank you for your time.
I'm never going to unhear that one. See you guys next time.